main crux is what I'm essentially trying to say. The main crux of why I think the movie is not as good is because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I'll just say this. There's a certain scene that literally happens in the beginning of this movie that sets the groundwork for the rest of the movie and how the movie's supposed to go. And then you start to realize that um there is no plot without this having happening. But then again, the reason why the plot is the way it is almost done in a way where it's like that's not a valid reason, because at the end of the day, that's your fault. You're the reason why all this is happening. I won't spoil it, but I will just say that there's a scene that happens in the beginning of this movie where it sets the groundwork for the rest of what this movie is going to be, and it sets a tone, and you're kind of going to look back at that scene like, well, that was your fault. You did that. So the fact that you're renouncing God, okay, all right. That was my literally my reaction. I just feel like from there it set like a just I don't know, bro. It just set like a bad tone for the movie because I feel like after that scene the movie just went further down. The movie was still decent. I think it kind of redeems itself in the third act, especially with the big battle. But then like the supporting character in this movie, the priest, it almost like his role is trying to find the love of Dracula because he's in fear that the girl that there's a girl in this movie that like Dracula makes his new wife in the love of his life, but she's being used to then go find the real love of his life so that it I, even me talking about it right now, I really can't even process what the story was. But I mean, all in all, I think the movie kind of does a good job of wrapping up what it was trying to be in the third act. I think it kind of salvages itself a little bit. Do I think it's a good Dracula movie though? No. And if I had to give it a rating, at best, I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Honestly, I just think it was a lot to be desired with this one. And as a person that loves horror, as a person that loves different interpretations, like I was saying, of the Dracula story being told on the big screen, I mean, you're talking to somebody who literally went to go see the voyage, the voyage of the last Demeter. That was one of the best Dracula stories I've ever seen tell. Like, and the fact that that was told from a standpoint of like a book, where it was like a prequel, kind of like epilogue, kind of beginning book of Dracula, was amazing. One of the best Dracula movies I've ever seen. This one, I can understand the premise and I can appreciate the different story that they were trying to tell with it being like Dracula losing the love of his life